The Galapagos Islands are often called a paradise on Earth for a reason, but my recent trip revealed some surprising downsides that nobody talks about. I've compiled 5 specific things I genuinely dislike about the Galapagos that might impact your decision to visit. While the islands are truly special, these issues made my trip harder in ways I never expected. If you're planning a trip or just curious about what's behind the perfect Instagram posts, here is a reality check I wish someone had given me. Let's start with logistics. Getting to the islands is a challenge itself, because only 2 airports from Maine, Ecuador can deliver you there, Quito or Guayaquil. That means airplane is the only way to reach Galapagos Islands. There are no cruises or ships going there, making the destination inaccessible for people afraid of flying. Next, the logistics on the islands are a nightmare, which I recently shared in detail in my recent video. You're limited to specific ferry times, need to arrive early, and often experience long, choppy boat rides. Moving from one island to another might take 4 hours total, because you'll need to get to the dock early, find your boat manually, go through security, and then endure an unpleasant 2.5-hour ride on speedboat. The waters between islands can be surprisingly choppy. These motion sickness patches saved my wife, because I saw many people struggling. Things can also go really wrong. Once, my name wasn't on the passenger list, but an official boat took us aboard. They were transporting lots of seafood, and the smell was terrible. To make matters worse, the boat engine broke down in the middle of the sea, and we were rocking left and right for about 30 minutes. I shared more details in my full Galapagos Islands guide video. Feel free to check it out. Second, I gotta say a word about local tour agencies' nightmares. When planning my Galapagos trip, I thought I was being smart by waiting to book tours with local agencies and not online. My plan was to negotiate in person and save some cash. I tried a few agencies while on the islands. Biggest mistake ever. What they don't tell you about Galapagos is that tour spots are strictly limited to protect the environment. By the time I arrived, some tours were already completely booked, and while these local agencies were super eager to sell me anything available, the level of service was, well, let's just say disappointing. I had so many problems. Some tours didn't pick me up on time because they had my name wrong. The hotel staff had to help me fix these issues. And remember that boat story I mentioned? That happened because the agency forgot to add me to their passenger list. But here's the worst part. The highlight of my entire trip was supposed to be visiting Bartolome Island. You know, that iconic Galapagos view everyone posts. The boat for my tour broke down days before my visit. But guess what? No one bothered to tell me or rebook me. I only discovered this on the day of my tour. And because Bartolome has such strict visitor limits, it was fully booked for the 10 next days. And my once-in-a-life opportunity gone. So here's my honest advice. Don't gamble with local agencies in Galapagos. Book everything online in advance with reputable companies. After my disaster, I discovered Happy Gringo, an Ecuador-based agency that caters to English-speaking tourists. Their reviews are excellent across every platform. If you're planning a Galapagos trip, you can contact them directly or simply visit my blog about Ecuador and fill out the form for a free quote. They'll help plan your entire trip with reliable tours at good prices. I'll leave a link in the description. Using the form on my website helps them know you came from my channel, and I'll receive a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps me to create more honest travel videos like this one. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. Next, let's talk about strict regulations and limited independent exploration. As a traveler who loves to wander off and discover things on my own, Galapagos was frustrating. Most areas require you to have a certified guide, which means structured tours and schedules. If you're planning a trip to Galapagos, you need to understand this reality. You'll be stuck following guided tours on strict schedules, and I know many travelers absolutely hate that type of travel. While I understand these rules protect the unique ecosystem of Galapagos Islands, it definitely limits the sense of adventure and spontaneity that many of us look for when exploring new places. Number 4 is the worst internet connection ever. As a digital nomad who works while traveling, this next one was a serious challenge for me. The internet connection on the Galapagos was absolutely terrible, probably the worst I experienced since the old dial-up days. Just to give you an idea, it could take 4 to 5 minutes just to load your Gmail, and uploading a single photo to Instagram, that could be a 10+ minute exercise in patience. So if you're thinking of doing a workation in the Galapagos, I strongly recommend reconsidering. This is definitely not the place to join Zoom meetings or submit urgent work. So don't plan to work from the Galapagos, just enjoy your time instead. Looking back, being forced to disconnect might actually be a good thing. And number 5, the stinky sea lion situation. Now I'm going to tell you something that none of those perfect YouTube videos will mention. The Galapagos sea lions are absolutely adorable. They're playful, they are everywhere, and they basically own these islands. But here's a reality check. They smell. And I don't mean a slight odor. I'm talking about a powerful, overwhelming stench that absolutely cannot experience through videos or photos. We had plans to relax on several beaches during our trip, but some spots had so many sea lions that the smell made it impossible to stay there for more than a few minutes. It was definitely cool to experience these incredible animals up close for the first couple of days, but I'll be honest, after that we started actively avoiding sea lion hangouts. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't go see the sea lions, just be mentally prepared that the experience includes all your senses, including smell. Despite all these challenges I've shared, I need to be completely honest, I absolutely loved my time in the Galapagos Islands. It truly was one of the most memorable trips of my life. The wildlife encounters, the pristine landscapes, and those magical moments you can't experience anywhere else made it all worthwhile. The whole point of this video isn't discourage you from going, quite the opposite. I wanted to give you this reality check so you can plan better than I did and have an even more amazing experience. And believe it or not, I'm already planning my return trip because I still need to visit Bartolome Island after that booking disaster. This time, I'll definitely use Happy Gringo agency to make sure everything goes smoothly. If you want help planning your own Galapagos adventure, just fill out the form on my blog and Happy Gringo will contact you directly. Also, feel free to browse through mytriptoecuador.com, which is my personal blog about my trip, where you'll find tons of useful information to make your trip amazing. So, if you're considering Galapagos, definitely go. Just go prepared. And don't forget to subscribe for more honest travel guides, and I'll see you in the next adventure.